Welcome everyone to another live stream. Breaking news, lots of updates we have been waiting for, partially at least, like Xfce 4.18 that we wanted to release as minimal desktop for a better user experience. You playing along at home using our T2 just raw, mostly raw like sushi, just some manual assembly required. And Qemu 7.2 just out, as well as Strace. We otherwise work, I didn't commit as usual, we wait for the first .1 patch, but so last call, if you have other changes, wishes, requests, bugs and features, leave them in the comments below. Before we rebuild everything, I actually rebuilt probably 7 times. That is a problem. Epic thread ripping now, 2 hours, although now a little bit more, probably with adding of Qt and Xfce, probably a little bit over 2 hours then, but yeah, that is the problem. If you can just rebuild and like one more thing, rebuild 2 hours here, like multiplied with 30 architectures, but you get the idea, right? It's like if you can rebuild in 2 hours, then you rebuild in 2 hours. But changes to, so we are still waiting for Linux. Actually, did they release? Probably not, usually .1. But anyway, all the other stuff we can prepare. So let's quickly do that. They write here, so Qemu, I didn't see that many amazing changes. Did I also? Probably. Just some small thing. I didn't instantly see something that's like majorly standing out. Of course, tons of improvements all over the place. Doesn't look like the very biggest release. Actually, maybe we do this quickly first. And as usual, I could. Did Data? And don't tell me. Maybe Data did this already. So much true. Yeah, that is the thing in my previous video. If we have an AI bot, then, by the way, yeah, Data has done so already. So they have that. The other was Xfce. Let's quickly iterate over. We have already the pre-release because we were waiting for that and I wanted to test. That's, of course, the benefit which I usually don't do that often of pre-building pre-releases. But in this rare chance, I have done that because I wanted to see how much cross-compiled, as we cross-compile everything to PowerPC and ARM, RISC-V and stuff. There's even the freaking releases. So yeah, 2 years of amazing changes, after almost 2 years, right? So I hope it is amazing. Also, I cross-compiled this, it works. Of course, it's T2 Linux, but at least some small icon imperfections I saw, but that will be then, I mean, like you can work with it, right? Probably should leave good comments. The more you share, like, subscribe, Patreon, GoFundMe, GitHub sponsorship, or YouTube membership, the more I test this on a epic thread ripping P3 SG Octane Sun Spark Station, right? So yeah, better go there, do that, because as you guess, all this stuff takes so much time. So where's the freaking download? The thing is, I look for the download because, although we otherwise could just, for I think 17 something, so if we don't find a download there, we can also do that ourselves. There is all the 17, although that is a little bit imperfect if you ask me. Can we further restrict that as to some number? Okay, fine, we could of course grab Xfce. That should be alright for us. So yeah, the only thing is, yeah, probably 418. That is why I wanted to grab that. Especially the non-417 still be. I think it was 5, isn't it? I hate Unicode. So while read P do update P418.0 done. And while this is running, there's a freaking download. Changelog. I can download here, there. So 418.004. Is there anything not 418? 418. I guess that is. Of course, that's not how you should do it, right? Pro tip. Yeah, but. So that download is there, and then we also have, I'm going to test building that in a second. And then of course we still have, maybe after the release, the over 4,000 packages we are stealing from A ports, just because more packages, right? Previous video. Leave me below. Actually, I wonder, maybe we try one more thing. It's a never-ending story. Welcome everyone. It is a never-ending story with our one more things, right? I'm just thinking. I was thinking. Maybe we ship Qemu. And do we have wine? Maybe not. Maybe we go the extra mile as we do already all the crazy stuff and ship this at least for Xfce, I mean Qemu for everything that builds, but wine for maybe X86 only. We will see. And what else? What I was thinking. Qemu. All right, Zamba. Right. Do we have that? I think once upon a time it did cross build. Let's see how it goes. If it does not, like, I guess, like, I remember a decade ago, so I patched that to cross compile. Maybe they broke it. Almost likely, with my luck, they broke it. Why don't just stream on Twitch? Because I only have 8 subscribers there. But thanks for that. Thanks for the recurring reminder. I mean, if we would have hundreds of people watching there, but as we have 10,000 plus subscribers on the moment channel and 4,000 whatever, probably approaching eventually 5,000 here, that is thousands more than on Twitch. But yes, I hear you. I tried this sometimes. Did I already? Did you subscribe already? There should be something, right? Not chaos. Wherever that is, somewhere. Yeah, you get the idea. I will. Yeah. Looks up. So maybe a little bit extra. Certainly nice to have out of the box as well. You can always emerge that, but let's see how that builds and works. Does Qemu already support RISC-V as in TCG backend? I actually don't quite. Interesting. We don't have any architecture disablement. I think that will not build. That might be a win-win of actually marking stuff that doesn't build. That might find some. This is the usual win-win of improving our package metadata. So, cheers. So one more thing is that probably build. Also wrong. I think, I mean, at least the more major components I did test. It probably looks fine. Let's create error list x86-64 schedule. And that probably looks about right. So it's some more stuff. All right, did I already do that? Or probably did do that already. Actually, so the other video, light DM stuff, that is too nah for me. So we will not do this. We will not ship this. I don't like the quality of what I saw. So it will be X DM for now. At least it works sanely without gazillions of dependencies. And welcome everyone. So that is probably what we need there. That might be nice extras. And is there, by the way, a sway lock? Do we have that already? Let's also add that. Not sure if that fully works. I probably should test this also. I mean, and that is also the thing where I ask for share, like, subscribe, Patreon, GitHub sponsorship, or YouTube membership or stuff, because it's just testing. And usually when I test, it doesn't work, and then it's like double, triple, and 10 times the time for fixing stuff, especially debugging this fun stuff. So, and so then the other thing is Strace, and that is already, I know, needs at least, what was the version number? Without 0 apparently. And I know from recurring package maintenance, maybe I'm a little bit tired, sorry for that. We need at least to delete this auto reconf. And I have already a comment in there how to regen that. So SED, what is that, SED? All right, what was that one? Which is a little bit now. Although fair enough, I can do that. So we only need to copy and paste that. And wait, did I not commit this? All right, I just changed it. All right, editing that before that was not very smart. And then let's maybe, I don't have the risk. Do we have a risk 5 build at hand? I have a risk 564 build maybe at hand. Is it a full build? Maybe not, but let's find out. So the usual, probably someday I need to teach a full general artificial intelligence, but for now, all right, did I already probably need to control the, because so that probably should work like that, right? So still need to perfect this procedure. Maybe ideally I probably theoretically could come up with some additional data, like scripted guiding our AI for automatically doing that. The only problem is now okay, let's maybe move that. So all the other updates, of course, done by our AI data. Then let's SED that. And actually, I could add well, the problem is that patch complains when that is empty. That is a little bit. Also, maybe but patch probably will also complain if there is a patch header without any chunks, I guess. Anyway, affecting that one. One update at a time. I need to urgently send this upstream to the system. Maybe next release for New Year already this. Yeah, so we will literally rebuild that like now, right? So that Xfce, all this will be included with all this, of course. That's a build, amazing stuff. Although only this diff thing is, yeah, autoconf, what should I say? What else do we have here? Okay, Zumber does want some nonsense. Not so much to that. So I need to review that later. Maybe, maybe not. And what else did we want? All right, Qemu. Let's install that locally. That might build all targets. Okay, so well, also cross build, so far so good. So wide, we will see. I'm pretty sure I fixed the cross compile just some months ago. But yeah, so the point is, of course, doing that. So yeah, the point of this is, of course, last minute updates, and then we release with all the latest and greatest stuff. So let's see what's going on here. Able to load local analysts. Not sure. Is that in? Maybe it needed. Do we have this toolchain build things? Okay, so much to. It doesn't surprise me. Okay, it did build stuff. So yeah, we built here some tools things, but yeah, maybe not for this release then. So much to let's add this big things, but yeah, even though you did all the work and it was cross-compiling once upon a time, because it doesn't work anymore. So yeah, Qemu, that will be the big thing. Of course, the final package list I will commit when it's done. Yeah, epic thread grouping through that. I run this vastly overclocked. I have even more overkill overclock, but that wasn't like 100% stable, so this is a relatively crazy overclock, but so far I guess it looks like. Somehow it was previously boosting higher though, and this is all about. I don't quite get why it's now slightly less boosting. It's a little bit irritating. So it's running quite warmish though. Maybe that is a thing though. I mean, maybe, and that is, I will make a dedicated video. Maybe it is with better memory timings, less idling, and then it's clocking like maybe it's like an optical kind of illusion of, hey, the CPU is more waiting for memory, and then it's clocking, like idling more, clocking higher maybe, because it's like not getting as hot when it's waiting for memory load and stores. Okay, ops SSE, yeah. Okay, so much to locally it built, cross it didn't. Always once here. I have some days to glue meditate that maybe we will still make it work. Oh, this was already updated by data, alright. So yeah, I guess that versus, alright, we should commit Xfce. Can wait a second. So yeah, that is of course the benefit of pre-testing the release candidates, and that of course builds pretty freaking smoothly. And then only I will probably start building those releases then soon. I mean, I basically need like 36 or so hours on this 1750X. With more memory, it would be a little bit faster. I need to schedule that a little bit. I mean, I will build quite some builds in parallel, because often there is single thread at a time of 6 minutes, Firefox and Rust link time optimization and stuff, where like other stuff can massively run in parallel, and configure stuff and so on and so forth. So, but yeah, we'll still soon start to build that. It's not the biggest thing to like one more thing last minute, then rebuild the news kernel with .1 when that is out, because it is our tradition. Waiting for the first dot thing, and then we can call it a day, as well as this update. Probably not much missing there. Yeah, leave in the comments below what else you're missing. Should we do some more? Not most. So maybe I try to make this Xfce thing, no auto, are read only, just for the welcome everyone, just for my, like, I'm not like feeling happy and lucky to have Xfce stuff always mounted by default and read write. All right, so I'm currently doing that on a massive scale, so that's currently ongoing. What else do we have here? So basically, I mean, it's by the way, theoretically, do I have updating UDEV? I guess somewhere I have that, so probably I should test PS3 and eventually update UDEV from system device. That is for New Year. I might have that somewhere or not. Okay, so that all built. No surprise there. That probably looks all systems go. Yeah, as per usual, leave in the comments below one more thing is missing, although maybe the only other thing that I'm not the very most happy is actually I recently added a reset, like terminal reset in some mine, like change. So because now the screen clears after installation, I don't really like that. And that is the thing, right? I mean, I knew this was a little bit of a YOLO solution, but like, yeah, so the problem was, at least that I remember, installing on a serial console terminal, there was some graphic hiccup somehow with the stone dialog stuff. Like perfect. I don't quite know. Maybe not do it for graphical install. Or debug if it's like why it even is sometimes necessary. Did I commit? I guess I committed that right. So yeah, it's basically it. Maybe we could check or probably T2 deleted that, I guess. We could quick check what's going on with Qemu, especially it cross. I mean, it could be that the GCC, I mean, the GCC is newer, so maybe it's the latest GCC issue. Let's see how far that builds. Version people use, why should they use T2? Well, one of the cleanest unmodified packages, up to date, supporting all architectures, especially for embedded write, one of the most full-featured cross-compiling embedded tool chains. And then having the same system on your servers that you use for embedded and so on. Again, maybe some things are at times working better. Some Linux kernel and firmware patches are only in T2 because other people didn't want them. So some stuff is actually only working in T2 because big mega corporations, YOLO, whatever. So, but yeah, you might, I had this here already. This was, could have saved this, but yeah. Otherwise, up to date, right? Most up to date, often packages, easiest to work with. We like good luck doing deb packages or RPM and so on. But yeah, users and others, leave comments below. So what's going on here? Others built with Ninja. Undefined reference to Xfce, wait. Okay. that is a little bit unexpected, especially with all of Xfce and other stuff built. Probably, wait, PA and Valgrind, there is actually more stuff. Are the pools? The pools has undefined reference to. I mean, this could be. Wait, there is more stuff. What? Warning lib jetpack needed. Conflict. What the heck? Probably some unclean stuff going on. Some of the stuff. I mean, maybe it is even using the wrong lib pulse here, and otherwise it might be at times LTO optimizations. So yeah, I probably should see if that is cross-build related, or okay, it's just already. I need to see what's going on there. If it only occurs cross-compiling, or if that is the latest and greatest LTO, and maybe new versions, maybe latest version don't have this symbol, or LTO is optimizing that away at times. It's crazy that Firefox builds with free type and Pango probably, I guess. Anyway, always something to fix. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this and learned something. As always, leave in the comments below what you found installing T2 testing. So actually, very theoretically, but do I have... Actually, I have a Steam Deck here. I probably should schedule... And that is the crazy stuff, right? After years of development and then... I probably need sleep. Test reliever, because some people said, also I don't think that can, right, there is actually, I probably perfecting this, and that's the thing, that you think you can finally release, and then like one more thing here, one more thing there, testing this, testing that, and then like a whole business day of 9 to 9 is over, and the night too. But so yeah, test real AFI for reasons. But then wire up, grab to AFI mem test, and wire up, scan, and like grab to scanning other AFI or chain loading. Like, it might in the beginning only work with T2 or other standard AFI paths, but better than nothing, because right now it doesn't work. Anyway, so yeah, as usual, gazillion things done. Still, it's only constant change and regressions and long to do to perfect. As usual, I hope you learned something and liked this. Otherwise, have a good day or night. Leave in the comments below, and I hope to see you soon for the next fun stuff too. Final stuff. One more thing to come soon too.